you don't need to necessarily move to the big leagues if you cannot afford it. By the big leagues, I mean the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia. You don't need to move to those big leagues because they're pretty expensive and you might not be able to afford them.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tochi. If you're seeing me for the first time, guys, you're welcome. And to my returning subscribers, you guys are welcome back. Thank you all for always supporting. So guys, in today's video, I have somebody here, somebody very special. He's Waka Waka Doctor. And today he will be sharing with us different countries that you can relocate to easily. All right. So if you're thinking of relocating abroad, and if you're in Africa, in fact, anywhere you are, and you're thinking of relocating abroad and you're not even sure what to do and the country to go to, he's here to help you make that decision. All right. So let me not even talk too much. Let me just allow him introduce himself and let's just get into the video.
Hey Tochi, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to come on your channel. The aim is universal, to help as many people as possible make migration choices to move from wherever they are at the moment to a place that offers them better opportunities, that offers them financial freedom, an opportunity to live life at its fullest with, great opportunities, infrastructure, and of course, getting a passport that gives you access to the world. For your viewers who are wondering what's Waka Waka Doctor and who's Waka Waka Doctor, I usually would tell people that Waka Waka Doctor is a name I coined from one of our lingo back home in Nigeria. It's an informal term for someone who is always on the move, always never seated in one place. That's what's called Waka Waka. So that stemmed from the fact that I've visited 60 different countries and 92 different cities, and I will continue to do more. And doctor, wow, from the fact that I am a medical doctor. I see patients, I treat people. So that's why it's Waka Waka Doctor. So thank you very much for having me come here and talk to people. So let's get into it.
All right, you're welcome. So guys, just stick around so you get all that information. So for those who are thinking of relocating abroad and don't even know what to do or where to start from, what are the available options that they have? What countries can one actually relocate, easily?
Okay, so the question is, what countries are available to move easily? Now, I always tell people this, and this is a mantra for me. I tell people that you don't need to necessarily move to the big leagues if you cannot afford it. And by the big leagues, I mean the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia. You don't need to move to those big leagues because they're pretty expensive and you might not be able to afford them. But always have it at the back of your mind that there are opportunities that exist elsewhere and would give you an almost equal chance. And you can use these countries as a pedestal to move to your final destination. So let's assume you want to go to Canada as your final choice. You can actually move to another country that's better than where you are at the moment, and then live life gradually, plan, and then you move to Canada or the UK or the US, depending on where you want to go to. So to answer your question about countries you can move to easily, that won't even cost you anything. I will tell you a few countries, and then you can, decide which fits and follow through from there. I must also mention that I have full details of over 40 different countries you can move to on my YouTube channel, Waka Waka Doctor, that I explicitly explained everything you need from documentation, cost, and all that for different countries across the world. So let's start with Norway. Okay, Norway is one of the countries you can move to. I also always tell people that if you want to move abroad, the easiest way to move abroad is academics. Okay, academics is the easiest way. Another route is through career. Other routes that exist could be pilot programs for different countries, and then of course family unification and asylum. So when we talk about academics, Norway is a fantastic place to move to. And the reason why it's fantastic is because tuition is free. Tuition is totally free. You're not paying a dime. And like I said again on my YouTube channel, I have a list of schools, about 10 schools or so, that you can apply to that are totally free. Now, the downside of this is when you're about to apply for visa, so long as you have your international passport, you have an academic CV, you don't need IELTS. Okay? Academic CV, passport, you're good to go. Apply. And if you get it, if you graduate with a first class, a 2-1, you'll be accepted. The downside is when you are about to apply for a visa, and this might not be a downside depending on who's watching, you need to have about 10,000 euros in an account. Okay, they want to see evidence of 10,000 euros in your account. So if you can prove that you have 10,000 euros, which is a proof of subsistence that you'll be able to take care of yourself when you get to Norway, then you're done. That's all you need. Norway. A second one that exists is Germany. Germany is also free of charge. Tuition is free and has and offers more advantages than Norway, in the sense that if you have a 2-2, not a, Norway, I said first class and 2-1. For Germany, if you have a 2-2, you can apply to Germany. If you have a national diploma, you can apply to Germany. If you have a higher national diploma, you can apply to Germany. In fact, some schools in Germany accept third class. If you're also someone who is a handy worker, craftsmaker, mechanic, painter, builder, hairdresser, so long as you're good in crafts, they have vocational schools, which is a huge thing in Germany that you can apply to, and it's free. Now, what's the downside of this? The downside is, remember that I told you that Norway, you need 10,000 euros in your account to show as proof of funds. Well, Germany, it's a little bit more trickier than that. And it's a little bit trickier than that. They need 10,800 euros in a blocked account. A blocked account refers to the fact that you open a bank account in Germany and you send that money there into the blocked account in Germany. So when you even get to Germany, you cannot withdraw the money back. They will be giving you the money bit by bit every month to ensure that every month you're able to sustain yourself until the end of your program. Now, if you can find that money, then you're off to a great start. I must also mention that these two countries offer you a pathway to residence. So it means that you get a 2-year post-study visa. So when you finish studying in those countries, in Norway and Germany, you get 2 years post-study visa to get a job and start living your life. And then 5 years after, you're open to applying for permanent residency and then citizenship. So Norway and Germany. Now, it will be totally catastrophic if I don't mention Iceland. Iceland is another good destination, and it's free. Iceland is free. Iceland would accept your first class, your second class upper, and they would also accept a 2-2. Okay. The only difference between Germany and Norway and Iceland is you have to pay an application fee, and the application fee is $500. So that's all you're paying. Once you can pay the application fee, you apply for it, you get it. You don't need to put a blocked account. You don't need to, you don't need that. You just apply for your visa. If you can show proof of evidence, proof that you can take care of yourself, which is about 6,000 euros, just 3 million naira, 4 million naira, just in your account to show that you can take care of yourself. That's all they need. The downside of this is that while Norway and Germany don't need IELTS, Iceland requires IELTS. So if you want to go to Iceland, you need to do IELTS. A fourth alternative, and we're still on academics now, a fourth alternative is Austria. Austria is it's not free, but it's very, very cheap. And do you know how cheap? It's as cheap as 363 euros. I'm not blabbing. I am not telling you fairy tales. I have evidence on my YouTube channel, because on my YouTube channel, I don't just talk about it. I invite people who have moved from South Africa, from Nigeria, from Ghana to come talk about their experience. And so I have the videos there, how they did it, the processes, the requirements, everything is down there. For Austria, 363 euros, which is equivalent of about 200,000 naira, is all you need, to pay your fees. That's all the tuition fees. You don't need IELTS. The only thing you need to do is when you apply, they will probably ask you for an interview. And during the interview, they ask you a few questions. If you get the questions right, you get it. And for the visa application, it's straightforward. You don't need huge amounts of money in your account. The downside to Austria is they need to be sure that you're legit. So you need to legalize your documents, which means that you must find your Ministry of Education or Ministry of Foreign Affairs in your country, go there and legalize those documents. Austria is very particular about documents, so they will send a lawyer to go and verify your documents. So it means you only need to legalize your passport, legalize your birth certificate, and of course your transcripts. That's all. So they go to university to confirm your transcripts and go to your local government to ensure that there's a record of your birth certificate. So you legalize those documents and you apply, and it's as straightforward as that. So remember, I've spoken about Norway, I've spoken about Germany, I've spoken about Iceland, and now Austria, which is very cheap. There are other alternatives available for you, cheap, affordable opportunities on the academic front, and they include countries like Italy, countries like Spain, countries like Portugal, countries like Estonia, Luxembourg. And when I say they are affordable, I'm saying the maximum tuition fee you can spend is about 3,500 euros. And 3,500 euros is in the ballpark of about 2 million naira for tuition. These countries don't require IELTS, and most of them don't need huge amounts as proof of funds. They're very easy to go through, and I have detailed information about each of these countries on my YouTube channel. So don't forget, Luxembourg, Estonia, Italy, Spain, Portugal, France. These are countries that can give you these opportunities. It will not be complete if I don't mention that the Scandinavia is also huge. Remember that I said Norway was free. Now, the other countries that make up the Scandinavia, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, they used to be free as well, but they changed. So now they charge tuition fees. But the good news is that if you have good grades, they will give you 50 to 75% discount on your tuition. These countries give you 50 to 75% discount on your tuition, and I have it all explained on my YouTube channel. So let's leave academics a little bit, let academics rest. For those who are, interested in getting job opportunities abroad, Austria has a program. Austria has a program that's called the Red White Card program, the Red White Card program. It's a program that is facilitated to help skilled migrants move from wherever they are to Austria. It's similar to the shortage occupational list in the UK, but this is a Red Card, White Card program, which is dedicated to people moving to Austria. So if you go on Google, just type in Red Card, White Card program, you would find a list of jobs that are available. Again, I have the full video on my YouTube channel. France is another hot destination for those who are in IT. So you can visit this website. It's called lafrench.com. Lafrench.com. They have a list of positions that are there to be filled up. If you're interested in moving to France, they sponsor your job. So you only need to apply for those positions, do the interview, and when you scale through, they sponsor your visa. You can move with your family. So that's France as well. Another place that's heating up at the moment because it's the tech hub of Europe is Estonia. So if you go on Google and also type in work in Estonia, you would see job opportunities that would be huge and come up. But it's not limited to IT people. So even if you're an accountant, if you're an engineer, you're in hospitality, you're in, production management or something like that, receptionists, administrators, they have positions there with sponsorship visas that you can apply for. So Austria, Estonia, France. Germany also has one skilled migration program that's available, and you can check that out as well. Another place that people often don't talk about because it's very far from the rest of the world is Australia. And now Australia is back open. They're open now after, the whole COVID situation. So the borders are open and people can start applying for these visas now. They are huge on job opportunities. So you can check this website. It's called seek.com.au. Seek is SEEK. SEEK.com.au. On this website, you'll be amazed. They have over 150,000 job applications that you can apply for. So even if you're a chef, they're going to sponsor your visa to come. If you're a chef who's huge, your CV is filled with different skills and different, I don't know the terms they use, but you can cook mede from different countries. They'll give you jobs. Okay, if you're a sailor and you can work on a cruise ship, if you're an engineer, if you're an IT staff, if you're a tailor and you're a fashion designer, you're a cleaner, if it's a job, they need people for it. And the thing is, because Australia is so far away, people don't like going there. So the jobs are applying and the money is mad. I have spoken to several people who talk about the fact that Australia is almost like you just do little and you get so much money for it. People don't like going there, but those jobs exist. So these are the opportunities that exist in Europe and down far southern hemisphere if you're interested in moving towards that end.
Wow, thank you so much. I'm sure that everybody watching this video right now, I'm sure they've learned a lot. Thank you for opening our eyes to the opportunities that we have and countries that people can easily move to and the opportunities that they have. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm just going to say this for everyone who's hoping to move abroad. The idea is you can do it. You just need to decide where you want to move to. And like I said in my introduction, you don't need to go to the US or Canada or the UK first. You can move to somewhere else that's better than where you are at the moment, and then use that as a pedestal to your final destination. Travel is not about money and all those things. So no matter how we look at it, travel is about courage. It's about making that decision to leave your comfort zone and your environment and make the leap abroad. Your life is going to be much, much better living abroad. And that's why we're talking to you today. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. We are grateful. So guys, just say thank you to Waka Waka Doctor in the comment section, and please visit his YouTube channel and subscribe to his channel as well. You have all the information you need about traveling the world on his channel. Okay, so yeah, we've come to the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.